Awesome. So right here, yo, Dylan, give me a second. Hold on. Perfect. My bad, guys. I just wanted to make sure everybody's here. Okay, awesome. So, real quick, guys, I'm gonna start this presentation the same way that I'll start a presentation regularly, right? So right here, I'm conversating with you, right? I start this conversation like this. I'd be like, hey, how's it going, guys? I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome, guys, to this HFX presentation. Now, guys, listen, real quick, I want you guys to turn your screens on, right? I want you guys to really pay attention to this information, right? Put your cell phones down. A couple house rules, right? The first thing I start is with my house rules. House rules. Put your screens on, right? Right when you put your screens on, I could see that I could put a face to the name on, right? Boom. 2, get your notepads and get your pens, right? 3, I want you to really put your phone away and really focus on this. I don't want you to sit behind the screen and pay attention on Instagram. Instagram is not going to get you paid. This information is going to change your situation. Simple as that, right? Boom. Right after that, okay, guys, well, first of all, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank every single one of you guys here for hopping on this call and taking the time of your day to hop here on this call and be ready for this information. I would like for you to text the person that brought you here to this opportunity and thank them. Thank them for taking it, for putting you on this information. Boom. Right after that, I go into my story. How's it going, guys? So it's only fair for me to tell you a little bit about me. Da 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 da. Boom. Okay, I tell my story. When I'm telling my story, right, I do my story a little bit different than a lot of people. I do my story a little bit different than a lot of individuals, all right? So the way I do my story is this, because I want to catch the audience attention. So I'm going to give you guys the guideline on my story, right? Some of you guys can use this on your story. This is going to change a little bit, okay? So I'm going to share my screen, okay? So when I'm saying my story, right, I talk about my background, okay? Boom. So I talk about background, okay? Now, when I talk about my background, I talk about what was the pain, okay? We all have pain here, okay? What was the pain? And I'm gonna break down my story as I go, okay? Now, when I talk about my story, how did I find my pain, okay? After I found my pain, where do I see myself going, okay? Now, where do I see myself going? What's my mission? Okay? And a lot of people confuse this. You're supposed to have a mission, right? My mission this year is to impact 1,000 lives, educate and empower 1,000 lives. Everybody on my investment group, everybody that got my mentorship should know my mission, right? Because how good does it feel that you have a mentor, one chairman, one of the top chairmen that I'm always with, comes up to you and be like, yo, so what's your guys' mission this year? And y'all looking at me like I'm smoke, like I'm cooked. Y'all should all know the mission, as well as Dash, what's the vision? What is your vision, right? Everyone's vision is always different. But as a unison, we all have a mission together, okay? So my story looks a little bit like this, right? You know this about the story? Right, so when I'm talking about my story, one, I'm talking about my background. Hey, how's it going, guys? So my name is KD. I'm 26 years young. I'm originally from New York City. I'm just a kid just like you. I come from two beautiful women, which is my mother and my sister, right? Something that I learned from my mother and my sister, they always taught me to work hard and always work for my last name, not my first name, right? Because that's a common courtesy for the people that are coming right behind me. My nephews, my kids' kids, my family, my friends, you guys in the investment group, right? Now, guess what? I found the solution. I found my pain. Oh shit! How did you find your pain? What was the pain? Okay, so my pain. I had pain just like everybody. I don't say it on the call, but I'd be like, I had pain just like everybody. I'll say something like this. I'd be like, guess what? I had a problem. right? What was my problem? My problem was that I always wanted to travel. And you can relate to this. You feel me? I got one of my boys here that's with me that he knows me outside of this business. I always wanted to travel, always had dreams of traveling, but I didn't never travel because why? I didn't have time. Okay. I didn't have time. I didn't have the money, right? I didn't have the energy, right? And when I got them days off, what happened when I got them days off? Right? I didn't have no friends to go with me. I didn't have the energy. I didn't have anything. And I was like, you know what? I found a solution to my pain. I always wanted to travel, always wanted to invest, but I felt like I was always late. So guess what I did? I decided to invest myself and surround myself with people. I say that within my story when I'm sharing an opportunity. As well as, right? How did I find myself? I found two things here. I found love and gratitude. I wake up every single day loving myself, loving what I do. I found gratitude to share this information and impact others. Boom. Right? Where do I see myself going with this? I see myself empowering the world, helping others, right? I went to school. I have 3 degrees. I have a bachelor's degree in business, a master's in teaching and coaching, and a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I wanted to be a cop, right? And guess what happened? I figured out my purpose. I just wanted to help a little bit of people at the time, but now my purpose got bigger. My vision and my mission got bigger. And guess what happened? I want to empower the world. I'm doing this for the culture, to give back to communities, to give back to kids, to give back to everybody, to show you guys and educate you guys that you don't need to work 60, 80 hours a week, right? Now, what do I see? Now, what's my mission? My mission is this year to retire my mom, retire my sister, and help 1,000 lives. And they're like, yo, right? Now I got everybody in tune. Okay. What's my vision with this? My vision with this is to empower, create a team, build a dynasty of leaders, build a dynasty of leaders that we're leading with culture, right? Education, unity, right? And educating everybody to push forward. Okay, that's my vision. Okay. Perfect. My bad if y'all hear Natalia in the background. She's running a private mentorship call for me. So now you guys got that, right? So now when I do this, I go into this next stage. All right. So that's a little bit about me, guys. Guess what? There's a lot of you guys here on this call. I'm not gonna get to know all you single one of you guys, but I'm gonna ask you 2 things. Okay. One, where are you guys calling in from? Okay. The chat goes crazy, right? Now, 2, have you guys traveled outside the US before? Some of them might say no. Some of them might say yeah. Those that haven't traveled outside the US yet, guess what, guys, right? What will be a place you would love to travel to? Now that they have their screen on, and I wish you guys had your screens on, but now that you have your screens on, now that you're making that interaction, I'm seeing your face, I'm seeing how you're moving, and I know what type of energy to come with. I know if I come with all the energy, or I come a little bit laid back, transparent, such and such and such, okay? Now, I break every single training down like this, guys, and every single presentation. So I'm putting you guys already in that position. So you guys can get that feeling, right? Some of you guys here on the screen might feel like that, like, damn, bro, I'm ready to present this. Like, let's get it, right? Because I'm putting you guys already in that position. What would I do in that situation? If it was my first time presenting, if it's the first time I'm breaking that shell, that's how I'm acting right now. So you guys can see and feel it, okay? So right after I ask those 2 questions, I'd be like, okay, guys, right? The reason why I asked these 2 questions, this is key, okay? Write this down. Okay, the reason why I'm asking these 2 questions is to see if you guys already participated in the foreign exchange market. Those that haven't participated in the foreign exchange market, that's okay, right? That's all right, right? Because look, right, you participated physically in the foreign exchange market. You participated in the physical, changing the US dollar. Let's say they say Cuba, Dominican Republic, Mexico, to change it, you say it with the peso, so you don't sound like you don't know what you're talking about. Remember, confident posture and knowing what you're talking about gives them the opportunity for them to be like, okay, bet I could trust them. Okay, boom. Now, US dollar with the, let's say, euro or the peso or the Canadian dollar. Hey, look, you did it physically, right? 2 things happen now. Now you took a flight. Oh, you feel, oh, okay, lit. Right now, guess what happened? You went to the airport, you physically participated in the foreign exchange market. And I got something to show you, right? And this is when you guys share your screen. You guys go just like this, right? And I really want you guys, and I'm not gonna go fast, but I'm gonna break these things down right here, okay? So I really want you guys And you say that like this to them. I really want you guys to really pay close attention here, okay, to these words. What will you become? All right, because those are the words that I really, and always relay it back to you. Those are the words that I really sat back and I was like, okay, bet, what would I will become? Okay. And here, guys, right, I found an academy. Okay. I found a platform that's going to teach me how the financial market works. Okay. It's going to show me how this thing moves. Right. And I want to start with this slide right here. Okay. This slide right here is the four-way cash flow. Okay. This slide right here shows you that there's 95% of people in the world. Okay. 95% of people in the world, and there's only 5% of people that have the mindset that I have. You say it just like that. Have the mindset that I have. And what's that mindset? Guess what? I'm going to get you to the 1% of people with the mindset that I have, okay? And guess what? 60% of people, quote unquote, have a job, work for someone. What is a job? They programmed us at a very young age to just work, 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 right? And that's 60% of people that work for someone in the world, okay? Now it gets better. There's 35% of people, quote unquote, that work for themselves, right? These are our bosses. These are our managers. Okay. Now there's 4% of people that are like myself, business owners. If you're an independent business owner, you can use this line. If you're not an independent business owner, don't use that line. Okay. 4% of people that own businesses. But guess what? At the end of the year, every single month, you still have to pay. Guess what? I thought the same thing when I'm an independent business owner. Oh, I don't have to pay. I'm good. I'm my own boss. Ha ha ha. Right. But guess what? What makes the world go around? Right? Investments. The 1% of people, and this is where I want to get all you guys here on this call, okay? I want to get you to the 1% of people in this world that have multiple investments, okay? Rest in peace to the two legends that used to say this, Kobe Bryant and Nipsey Hussle. What makes the world go around is investments. Having multiple investments, in that's what makes the world go around, because it's not about the money, it's about what's after that. Right. And now you leave them with that experience and they're like, oh, sheesh. Okay. Okay. He knows his thing. Right. And guess what, guys? I want to show you something. This market is open 24 hours, 5 days a week. On Sunday at 5 p.m., it opens up. And on Friday at 5 p.m., it closes. In this market, you guys are going to be learning about crypto, currencies, commodities, Ethereum. Right. You can say Ripple, silver, oil, platinum, stocks. You guys are going to be learning about this whole market. Right? You guys are going to be learning from a $6.6 trillion market. Okay. Now, guess what, guys? I'm about to show you guys something that really it gave me this testimony that like I have to share this with everybody, right? And I want to share this with you. High frequency trading, HFX, right? Which is time-based trading. Okay. This market goes in two directions. And you could do this. This is what I always do in my presence right here. Right? This market goes in two directions. This market goes up, right? And this market goes down, right? Now it gets better. I'm gonna give you guys a little tip that one of my mentors gave me. One of my mentors gave me, right? And that tip was this. He said, right, this is you should write this down, right? This right here, right? You wanna buy low and you wanna sell high, right? Those are the keys that they told me, right? Not only that, guys, but look at this, right? Like I said, you could press two buttons and make money. Right? Here's two options. You could press two buttons and make money. You could press the green to buy and you could press the red to sell, right? Now, it gets better. Let me break this down to you, right? So all you guys here have a bank account. Drop a 111 in the chat. Okay, perfect, right? If you guys didn't know, the money you have in your savings and the money you have in your checkings, guess what the bank is doing with that money? They're trading it, but they're not giving you a percentage of it. But that's okay. You probably just found that out today. But guess what? Here you guys receive a broker that you're in control of it, right? This broker, you load it up with some money. You could put in $100, $200, $50, right? Now it gets better, right? Let me break this broker down to you. This is the broker. This is what you're going to use so you could be able to exchange the different type of currencies in the market. Okay. Now you get the pair right here, which is now the pair. This is a live trade that I took, right? This live pair right here is the US dollar, right? With the Japanese yen. Okay. Now, guess what? You guys get to press this button right here. You get to trade it for a minute to 5 minutes. Okay. Now you get to pick right here. How much do you want to put on that trade? Guess what? We're gonna teach you how to risk manage your account, okay? So here, I put $25 on my trade, all right? Now I get to pick if I either wanna buy it or I wanna sell it, okay? Now, look at this. It gets better, right? So now, here in this next slide, guess what I did? I got to choose if I'm actually gonna buy it or sell it. What did I tell you guys? The two key words. I'm gonna buy low and I'm gonna sell high, right? Okay, so guess what happened? I got an alert to my phone that my mentor and coach told me, hey, look, buy right now. USD JPY, buy it. Boom, I bought it. I put $25 in for a minute, right? And guess what happened, right? I won that trade. In that trade, I actually made it. You could zoom in it. You could be like, in that trade, I made $42.50. Boom. You know how hard, and then this is how I stop right here. You know how hard a person has to work to make $42.50 in a job, in a regular job? Very, very hard. I did that in a minute, family. You could be able to do that in a minute as well, right? Boom. I leave it at that. And then I say this. You could pull multiple trades at the same time, which is amazing, right? But guess what I'm doing? I'm risk managing my account so I could duplicate it because I know that I walked in this to be a student. I walked in this to educate myself. I know I'm not going to get rich tomorrow, okay? I know that I'm going to duplicate my money within time, right? Now, guess what, family, right? Now, let's say we get you guys started today. This is, I love this one right here, right? Let's say I get you guys started today, right? Now, when I get you started, let's say we put $100 in an account. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna show you how to duplicate that 100 in the next 30 days. You can say 2 weeks, you can say 2 weeks, 30 days, 60 days. We're gonna show you how to duplicate that. Right, and it's true. I'm a walking testimony of it. Dylan is a walking testimony of it. 6 months, he brought an account from 250 to what? 10? How much you brought it up to?
Yeah, like 12.
12K. Look at that. Walking testimony in 60 days, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Compounding his account, right? He's a walking testimony. Same as me. So I have that walking testimony, right? So walk it like you talk it, okay? So you talking with that confidence, okay? So now, guess what? We're gonna risk manage your account, all right? Now when we're risk managing your account, what are we gonna show you? You're gonna invest $10 in a market. Guess what? This is what an educator taught me, right? One of the mentors that you guys are gonna receive as well. Right now, what's gonna happen here? Okay, we're gonna invest $10 in a market that's paying out 70%. In return, you're gonna receive $17. And it goes back to the job, right? How long you have to stay in a place to secure a job that's gonna pay you $17 an hour? About like 4 years, right? Regular minimum wage, know the minimum wage of your state, by the way. Regular minimum wage here in New Hampshire is like $8.50, or I think it's $10 now, right? But think about that. Still, $17, that's a difference. Hey, look, you can make that in a minute. In a minute by trading in a market that's paying out 70% or higher, family, right? Now we grow your account in the next 2 weeks. Now you have the leverage. This is the vocabulary you have to use. Now you have the leverage to leverage $100 a trade. Now you throw $100 in a market that's paying 70%, and guess what happens? You're making $170. You know how hard a person got to work a month or a week to make $170 in a day? Those are hard 13, 14 hours in a day. Guess what? I used to work that, and it's true. I used to really work that at the company I was at before, right? Think about that. Walk-in testimony, you referring it back to them, guys, okay? Always remember to give it back to your audience, all right? Now, guess what? You could come in here and throw $1,000 a trade, but that's what we're going to get to. That's the goal that we want to get to. But look, guys, here, this is an academy where you guys are going to be able to have and pick your weapon. Everybody here is a different trader, right? You could be a trader like myself. I like to sit back, analyze everything and everything like that, right? Not only that, guys, but look, you can pick your weapon. We have different type of scanners here. We have Hourglass, Liberty, Swipe Coin, Steady, right? All these different type of scanners that you can hop on and it could be the best for you, right? You could pick your strategy. You could be a trader like Tiffany that likes to just sit back just like me and analyze everything and make sure that she's taking the right trades analyzed, right? Or you could be a trader like many others here. You could just click buttons and that's it, copy and paste. It could just be your style. That's the number one thing that I love about this academy, that I could pick my style. Right now it gets better. Let me talk to you about HFX, right? A lot of people confuse this thing with college and a semester in college. No. Guess what, guys? This is on your own time. okay? You could be able to just receive 92 videos that are here that are gonna teach you the language, okay? 92 videos that are going to teach you the language, that are going to teach you the terminology you need to know, the technician that you need to know to defend yourself in the market, okay? And what language to really defend yourself, the vocabulary, I mean. Okay, now those 92 videos not only come 92 videos, okay, we have a system here that we show you how to learn this thing in the next 72 hours to understand the terminology, the basics. Okay, now it gets better, right? It gets better, family, right? Not only do you receive mentorship from 6, 7, 8-figure earners here, you receive mentorship and access to our group chats, access to the information. Okay, now when you get access to this information, what happens next? When you get access to this information, right? You have go live sessions that you can plug into. We have private group chats here. Okay, now you guys get that terminology you need to know, so now you can understand how the market works. Okay, now it gets better, right? Here you're learning from the best of the best of the best. We have a schedule that works for you. Okay, whatever time of the day is best for you to plug in and get results and plug in and learn this strategy, you could be able to plug in, right? Not only that, but this schedule runs 24 hours, family. Let me tell you, right? If you're a person that works in the morning, guess what? At nighttime, we trade as well. If you're a person that works at nighttime, in the morning time, you could be able to plug in and get results and also study these individuals, right? Here we have the 6, 7, 8-figure earners that are going to be actually going to be telling you and copying and pasting trades where you could be able to collab. Okay, ask questions, communicate with them, and you could be able to get access to their personal group chats, right? Not only that, guys, but look, let's say you miss a session. We have a button that's called the recorded sessions and their favorite sessions that you could go back and study their strategy. You could keep track of their success, how they were able to analyze in the market, okay? Now, this is the key that you guys want to say, right? Here in our investment group, we have individuals like Moshe at 10 a.m., an upcoming educator within our group that's actually analyzing the market for you and giving you trade ideas. Now we have individuals Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Like Tuesdays and Thursdays, individuals like Austin Casanova at 10 p.m. at nighttime, hopping on and telling us how to learn his strategy, copy and paste his results, right? Not only that, guys, but look, it gets better. Okay, now we have individuals within our investment group that are upcoming educators that you could be able to learn from them as well. We have a system in place that works just for you. Okay, now the biggest question that we get, how do I get started with this thing? Guess what, right? Here, you either got your mentor coming in, or if you're gonna go straight in for the close, which I don't recommend none of you guys to close. If you never closed a deal before, bring in that mentor or bring in someone of leverage, okay? But if you're going in for the close, it's just very simple. For you guys to get started here today, right, it's $235 to get started. And there is a minor subscription that you pay, which is a percentage of the startup fee every single month, right? But I don't want you guys to look at this number and be like, what? I want you to look at this number and be like, okay, wow, I have access to all this information, to this education, to learn how this works by just $235 to get started. Okay, right? And you're probably asking yourself the same question I asked myself. What am I getting? What am I paying for? Okay, so you're paying for here for the academy, the 92 videos, the go live session, the mentorship from the educators and the mentors, right, and the teachers, access to our group chat, access to our mentorship, the signals that you will be receiving on your phone, private group chats, and everything like that, right, guys? Now, that monthly subscription that you pay off, guess what? Just like you go to college, right? Just like you go to scholarship, you receive a scholarship. Guess what you're going to receive here? You're going to receive a scholarship as well, okay? You're going to receive a scholarship as well from the educators. You're going to see a scholarship as well from the educators, my fault. You're going to see a scholarship as well from, you're going to receive you're going to receive access to the 2 and free, which is a private scholarship that you're going to receive from the CEO here today, right? Boom, right when you receive the private from the educators, the educators, when you receive the private scholarship from the, my bad guys, it's like mad things going on at the same time. So when you receive private mentorship not private mentorship. When you receive the private scholarship from the CEO, guess what's gonna happen? You get access to the information, right? Now, when you get access to this information, you don't have to pay the monthly subscription anymore. The monthly subscription gets subscribed. You don't have to pay for it, right? Now, what happens, guys, right? You get the 2 and free access. Okay, now when you get the 2 and free access, guess what happens? You don't have to pay the monthly fee anymore, but just referred in 2 students here today. Okay, now it gets better. Now it gets better. You could become an independent business owner within this business, right? Now, something that I love, right? What did the paramedic taught me? That a job is never promised. Okay, a job is never promised, and guess what? You could be able to become an independent business owner from the power of your home, from the comfort of your home, from the power of your phone, computer, Wi-Fi, mentorship, anything. Okay. Now look, right? Now you go into the ranks. I don't even talk about this part right here. I go straight into the sauce. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I go straight into the sauce right here, right? And now I tell them this, right? Not only will you guys get access, right, to be able to trade and learn the skill that you guys don't know, right? Be able to invest in the financial markets, be able to invest into cryptos, but you can also build a business and get paid from it. Wow, this right here blew my mind when I saw this, right? When I saw this right here, blew my mind because at the end of the day, right, I refer 2 students, my monthly subscription is done, but when I decide to make the decision that I'm ready, right, I refer 1 more person and the company starts paying me. Now I unleash the compensation plan. I opened up the compensation plan. Now the compensation plan pays me $150 a month, $37.50 every Friday, just by me referring 3 students. But guess what? It gets better. You don't have to, right? And I tell them this, you don't have to build the business if you don't want to, but how good does it feel, right? To get paid $150 a month, $37.50 every single Friday. It feels phenomenal. But that's not may not be a lot for some of you guys. But guess what? Those 3 students that you guys just brought in, we help those 3 show them exactly what you did to get results, be a student, and show this to your close friends and family. Guess what happens? Those 3 students refer 3 students. Now you have 12 students within your investment group. Now you're a Platinum 600. Now the company starts paying you $600 a month, $150 every single Friday, right? Now it's okay, it's good, right? But guess what as well? A year you're making what a part-timer makes at a part-timer job, $7,200 from the comfort of your home, from the power of your phone, right? It sounds amazing. But look, guys, right? I could show you how to get here within the next 2 weeks. I've been able to pop 3 P1000s in 2 weeks with them being in the business, right? Not only that, guys, but look, it gets better. All these ranks are amazing. All these ranks are out the roof, right? But guess what, guys, right? It starts with you. Okay, I've been able to witness here, and I leverage Nano a lot here on calls. So I've been able to witness here my mentor, Chairman 25, retiring his mom, right? And I only been in this business 10 months, and I've been able to see that. I've been able to experience that, right? So with that being said, family, these are the people that I'm around. These are the people that they're sharing information with. These are the individuals I have here on a phone call away. I have mentors that are making $250K a month. I have mentors that are making $100K a month. I have mentors that are making 10, 25, 50K a month. And we also have a mentor here within our investment group. His name is Matt Rosa and Jason Brown that are making 750 every single month, right? That could be you, right? And all they did, they just saw the information. They saw the information, they saw themselves doing it, and they wanted to help others, right? And they decided to join this business. And now, guys, what will you become? The ball is on your court. What will you become? Boom. Then when I stop sharing my screen right here, I come back on this screen and I tell them like this, guys, look, after this presentation, if you guys don't have any questions for me, feel free to reach back out to the person that invited you here today. But before you guys leave, right, I want to tell you guys 3 things that happened here today. You guys see this information, you will sign up and be like me. I saw this, I didn't hesitate. I said, sign me up. 2, you could be the person that's hesitant right now behind the screen, but that's okay because you just need your questions to be answered. But trust me, you're at the right place at the right time with the right people. And 3, you could be that person that could just close that door right now, hang up this phone and don't talk to this person ever again. That's okay, right? No hard feelings. We just wanted to put you on and show you that you could do this. But with that being said, family, thank you for your time. And with that being said, family, reach back out to the person that got you started here today and invite you here to this call. Deuces.